Oh, good girl, Susies. Oh, you're so sweet. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I am at my house sitting gig, and I cannot believe that this is the place I'm staying at. As you saw in the beginning of this video, this beauty and sacred place that I'm surrounded by is just incredible and so soothing for my soul. I didn't leave for 5 days when I got here because the property is just so peaceful and calm, and I had the 2 dogs and the cat around me, and I just took 5 days to just really sink in here and get quiet and enjoy the nature and this creek, which is right near the house. And I'm feeling so blessed that this is my reality at this point. Physically, I'm still on a roller coaster. Overall, though, since my last post, I would say that I've had more good energy days than bad energy days. There has been some, actually there's been a shift in, now I'm giving coffee enemas a little bit of a break because they're causing me headaches. I think with the liposomal glutathione that I started and all of the detox supplements I'm on, I think there's so many toxins coming out with those coffee enemas that they're causing headaches. So I'm going to back down a little bit on the coffee enemas and also reduce the amount of coffee I use. For the most part, I've been in an inward state. Yesterday, I went to the river with my friend who I had a little falling out with a couple of vlogs ago. I talked about it, how I stayed in her yard in a tent and things got really tense with us, and it triggered a really deep emotional wound for me. Well, yesterday we had a reunion, and we talked it out. We both got our truth off of our chest and what our perspective was of the situation. It was tense for me for part of it, and then we just stuck it out, and with the Yuba River flowing next to us and the rocks and everything, it just felt like we just got it off. I got it off my chest. She got it off her chest, and then we moved on to just sharing stuff that we've been doing, and then we went out to dinner and had a really great time. So, you know, that's a really big key component to my healing and evolution is to be able to go through the yucky parts of relationships and work it out. And I'm really grateful to her for her friendship because she's not afraid of the fights, and she's more experienced in as far as relationships go and sticking it out through the rough times. So she's a really good teacher for me in that respect. So it was a really healing time. And on a spiritual note, as far as my awakening goes, I'd really love to share with you this journal entry that came out of me a few days ago. The first 5 days here, I was very quiet. I was just coming off a retreat with David G. And this place, with all the nature around here and just being here alone with the animals, I did a lot of sitting and a lot of feeling into my heart and being in stillness, and sitting here by the creek one day, just had a beautiful experience of reality, and this is what it was. Glimpsing through the glass vortex of reality. Today I'm on my knees, longing for her like I've never longed before. It almost feels like unrequited love, but not quite, because I'm being given morsels of the sweet taste of eternity. I am being pulled stronger by that which cannot be seen or heard, but can be felt more and more in my heart. It's a painfully slow process, this love affair with my beloved. Her dance with me is a very long and drawn-out romantic dramedy with lots of flirtation and foreplay, betrayal and loss. Sometimes it has felt like I'm being tortured with a constant barrage of negative thoughts and an extremely fatigued body. These times, I now know, are designed to stoke this fire of longing. Her love for me is so immense. She can be ruthless in her way to get my attention. During the dark times of fatigue and confusion, she's dragging me in shackles just out of her pure love to bring me home and return to her. When I say her, I'm talking about my own heart. I'm talking about the self that we all are. I'm talking about the eternal truth and the eternal truth, the light of the self that we all are. With just enough crumbs of titillation where I feel the vibrancy of the silence and the warmth in my heart, I'm lured to her more and more. I'm given small glimpses beyond the veil and delicious morsels of sweetness which keep me coming back for more. My desire to sit and be silent is more natural than ever now. There's no discipline to it. I just find myself throughout the day being pulled to want to sit and be quiet, and so I do. When I am given glimpses through the veil of reality, the focus isn't on the mind and the thoughts and what's happening. The focus is more on where the thoughts, sounds, and sensations are coming from. If I had to try and describe it, it would be like if you would picture a glass funnel vortex with a constant flow of phenomena emanating from a center that begins and ends in my chest. Reality flows from the middle of it and pours over the side in a constant, never-ending river of watery creation that has no beginning and no end. It's a bubbling, spiraling spring of light and color, sensations and sounds, feelings and thoughts. It's the matrix rebuilding itself over and over again, pixel by pixel in each moment. These glimpses have not been a shift in perception of what my eyes see, but a shift in how I feel this bubbling reality happening through my heart center. The body, which used to experience the world through my mind and its constant commentary of me and my character in this environment, is now becoming more sensitive to its environment and I'm experiencing the world viscerally through my heart and my other senses as well. The trees and the wind, the trickling of the creek, a vulture overhead, the emotional waves of other humans, the thoughts of me and others floating by. It's all a part of this funneling vortex, this movie we call Trista, and her story from this point of view on the funnel of reality. We are all connected through this watery funnel of love, which has no distinct qualities, no opinions about what should or shouldn't be happening. In our true essence, we're completely at peace with everything that's happening, and we're just watching the show. And this place of peace and joy is where we all meet. If we can just let go of the identity of we are our thoughts and feelings and emotions and sink back into the stillness, we can realize that we are all so intimately connected. The character I call me, Trista, is just part of this pixelation or overflow of continuous love. Now, the feeling of love, of agape love, big love, is kind of the candy that I've been told is waiting for me at the end of this journey. Right now, what it is, it's a kind of a excited, alive, very peaceful, slightly loving and sweet experience. But as my teacher points out, the more that this background of silence comes alive, the more it becomes the blissful, ecstatic state of loving joy, and it can be constant. And the possibility for all of us is that we can reach a state of constant joy and bliss and peace no matter what's happening in the life. And this bliss is found in the stillness. The character I call me is just a part of this pixelation, or this overflow of continuous sweet love. She's part of the entire flow of the picture, and somehow it's also emanating from her. The area it's flowing from is the center of what we call our chest. And it also emanates from another area just between my eyebrows, which we call the third eye. And this vibrates and tingles the more and more that I nurture this stillness inside me. And as I dip and play with the stillness, she teases me over and over, very slowly dancing with me, luring me to the edge of reality, to the silence beyond the thoughts. What else is waiting for me there in this silence? We will find out soon. One thing I want to tell you about, and I'm excited to be working on, is Eileen Fang and I, my practitioner and coach. She's going to do an analysis of my hair tests over the last 2 years, and we're going to combine that with my journal entries so we can see the correlations between the emotional, psychological, and physical healing on the hair test, and then link it up with my actual experience. And it's so interesting and such a fun project. So yeah, I hope you'll want to watch that, and look forward to sharing that with you. Thank you for joining me on my awakening and healing journey back to radiant health. I will see you in the next video. And here comes Bella. Hi, Bella. And here comes Susie Q. These are the dogs. I'm dog sitting here. They're super cute and really good girls. Come on, Susie. Come here. Oh, she's the love. Who's the lover? Come on. Here she comes. This is Susie. Look. This is Susie's. Ooh. Oh, thank you. He.